Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome to Let's Talk Theory, the show where we analyze some ideas and hypotheses around our favorite subjects. I'm your host Zelrix, and today I think we just found Mephisto. Barely wrapping up The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the hype for the Marvel television universe is higher than ever. This invites us to do more discussion and, most importantly, more theories. So today we're gonna see not only that Mephisto already has appeared in the MCU, but most importantly that he was hiding in plain sight. Before we begin, remember that we're about to spoil both Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision, so I strongly recommend to follow this theory to be caught up with 100% of the MCU. And anyway, at this point, if you haven't seen Endgame, you don't care. Right, so now that this is out of the way, let's talk theory. First of all, if Mephisto is really coming to the MCU, what should we expect? In the Marvel 616 universe, which is the main Marvel continuity, Mephisto is the ruler of the pocket dimension known as Hades or Hell. Not to be confused with the actual Hades or Hell from the Greek mythology and the Bible. At this point, Mephisto, you're just trying to confuse us. Mephisto is constantly trying to add more souls to his collection and is basically trying to enslave mankind. So in the MCU, if he is really trying to do that, not only up until Endgame were the Avengers in his way, but also Thanos and his Infinity Stones, so he had to get rid of all these wild cards. I do believe that Mephisto had a plan that we can trace back up until the first Avengers movie and Captain America Civil War. In Civil War, we were introduced to the Sokovia Accord because the people, and most importantly the government of the world, believe that the Avengers are becoming more dangerous. But here General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who's totally not Red Hulk by the way, is playing clips of the Avengers saving the day. In these clips, there are enemies causing trouble, not the Avengers. Why all of a sudden, because of one building exploding, the entire world seems to be afraid of the Avengers, especially knowing the fact that up until this point, they've been shown as being loved by the world.
Captain America saved my life.
But even in the first Avenger, and if we stretch it even in the first Iron Man, we can see that some government officials were not quite on board with the idea of having a superhero team on Earth.
These so-called heroes have to be held responsible for the destruction done to the city.
I believe that this is the deed of Mephisto. I believe that he's been pulling the string of the Infinity Saga from day one. Let's examine the state of the world after Endgame. Thanos is dead, his army dismantled, the Avengers, or at least the original ones, are all dismantled, dead, or off-world in the case of Thor, and most importantly, the Infinity Stones are destroyed, making Mephisto arguably the most powerful being in the known universe. Or at least powerful enough to be able to enslave the human race. So if Mephisto was to make a move, it's the right time. And I believe we've seen these moves not only in WandaVision, but also in Falcon and Winter Soldier. As you may know, Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first of the 3 Marvel shows to be released on Disney+, but WandaVision was eventually pushed up due to some certain world crisis that you may have heard of if you're not living in a cave itself, within a cave itself located on planet Pluto. I believe that the goal of the 3 Marvel Disney+ show are to tease Mephisto and to introduce his menace. So if this is the case, it is normal to think that Falcon and the Winter Soldier, being the first of the 3 planned, would barely tease him up until WandaVision that would eventually lead to his reveal in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Plus we have these clips pulled from a WandaVision promotion. Not only were they not used in the original show, but most importantly they come from a promo called The Devil's in the Detail, and in the Marvel universe, Mephisto is often referred as the Devil.
The devil's in the details, Bev.
That's not the only place he is.
If Mephisto is really trying to enslave mankind, he would probably try to get a grasp of Wanda's power, because after all, she did enslave an entire town without even trying to do, and that was basically Agatha's plan. In the one hand, to my knowledge, Agatha Harkness is not known to be collaborating with Mephisto in the comics. But also in the comics, Mephisto was trying to get a grasp of Wanda's children, because Scarlet Witch created the 2 boys by using Mephisto's soul as a source of power. So if Agatha was trying to get the children, maybe she was trying to get them for Mephisto. Connection or not, it gets pretty obvious that Mephisto was present in WandaVision, and honestly, I'm not interested in treating that because this topic has been treated in most theory channel all inside out. But what about Falcon and Winter Soldier? That's right, I do believe Mephisto made a move in the Captain America spin-off show, and he's been meddling with none other than the internet best frenemy, John Walker. In the show, John Walker took the super soldier serum, and as we know from the first Captain America, the serum turns bad into worst and good into best. And after John takes the serum, he becomes rude, violent, and even unstable, something that we can see in him even before he took the serum, so it is implied that he was a bad guy all along. But if Walker is so bad, why at the end of the 6th and final episode after he has taken the serum is he still trying to save people? Even look at that, the Flag Smasher are right next to him, beating him up, and he doesn't care, he just wants to save the people in that truck. And if we look at the shots where he decides whether or not to chase Carly, we can see that there seems to be a big dilemma within him, like if good and evil were trying to balance each other. So which one is it? Was John good or bad? I believe he was good, and not only was he good, but he was also worthy of the title of Captain America. I believe that all the bad deeds he accomplished during the Falcon and the Winter Soldier's run was the influence of Mephisto over his mind. It does make sense. The second John became violent, the shield was taken away from him, he was stripped from the title of Captain America, thus killing the idea of reforming the Avengers under the tutel of the Senate. So this situation strongly benefits Mephisto. I believe that Mephisto has been meddling with the Marvel Cinematic Universe for years now, and now that the Avengers are gone and the Infinity Stone destroyed, he has all the cards in hand, but also a big window of opportunity to enslave mankind. So Mephisto, greedy opportunist or evil mastermind? Guess we'll have to wait to find out, but in the meantime, remember that the devil is always in the details.